For MarketWatch, I'm Rex Crum, and joining me is Dan Gallager, our tech editor. And Dan was out for a while today at the big Windows Phone 8 kind of launch or demonstrations show here in San Francisco. Microsoft CEO Steve Ballmer was here, so it had to be a big deal. What happened today?
Well, they were showing off the capabilities of Windows Phone 8. You know, this is the new platform that they previewed here over the summer, showed some of the capabilities they're going to have compared to the last Windows Phone version. But today, you know, they're launching it this month. It's going to hit stores. Devices are there. And Microsoft has kind of made this as part of its rollout of Windows 8, its broader operating system we wrote about last week. So they're trying to make a big deal of this entire thing and get people into stores and get interested in buying this kind of underdog in the smartphone market.
Well, getting into the stores, of course, is a big deal. Who have they lined up for as carrier partners, and who's actually, you know, behind this besides Microsoft with the operating system?
Well, in the U.S., we have T-Mobile, Verizon, and AT&T. And in fact, this morning they announced kind of an expansion of their deal with Verizon. Verizon hadn't been a very strong supporter of Windows Phone in the past, so they're gonna have a little more devices. Plus, Microsoft's going to be selling these devices, and they're made by HTC, Samsung, and of course, most notably, Nokia. So there's a range of devices people can choose from, and then they're going to be available starting this weekend and rolling out over the next couple weeks.
You mentioned Nokia there. I kind of want to go back to that for a second here. This has been a big push, not just for Microsoft, but for Nokia as well. They're basically betting the farm on the Windows Phone 8 operating system. Why is Nokia really so behind this right now?
Well, they had to make kind of a bet. You know, their smartphone business was really struggling because Apple and Android had come in and really taken it, and they were just losing share because they hadn't really done anything innovative yet. So when they brought in their new CEO, Stephen Elop, who's an ex-Microsoft executive, he decided to make an exclusive bet on Windows Phone because he felt the company could differentiate itself better there than going with Android, where you have a lot of manufacturers to compete against. So they made an exclusive bet. They already launched some Windows Phone devices earlier this year, did okay with that, but now they have to launch new ones for this new platform. We don't know yet. Their biggest new one, the Lumia 920, is still uncertain on the launch date. It's going to come out this month sometime with AT&T exclusively. We don't know exactly when that's going to be, though.
And where does the Windows Phone operating system stand in the overall market share right now? Because, of course, we all know about the iPhone and iOS, Android. Windows kind of almost gets forgotten sometimes.
Well, there's still single-digit market share in terms of global basis based on IDC's numbers from the second quarter, and that likely didn't change in the third quarter. Android and iPhone are still the major players in terms of market share for smartphone platforms. BlackBerry has been there, but it's been diminishing, as we know. You know, that's probably where Windows' opportunity is to kind of pick up some of that BlackBerry audience because Microsoft is very strong in the corporation. You know, they're also competing against Android and Apple, but, you know, very big uphill battle on that one.
And once again, when do the devices with Windows Phone 8 go on sale again?
Starting this weekend, they'll roll out into certain stores. Microsoft is actually taking another page from Apple. They actually have now a chain of their own retail stores, and they're going to have every device that you can get for Windows Phone, along with their Surface tablet and the Windows 8 PCs. So they're trying to get people, I think, into their stores so they can see how well the system integrates amongst all these devices, and that'll be interesting to see if they can sell many through that.
All right, well, we'll see what happens. With Dan Gallager, I'm Rex Crum for MarketWatch.